Alright guys, well we are heading out. We just hit the trailhead, we got our packs on, and we are getting ready to go. We got to the trailhead spot and there was one vehicle for sure right there, and then a camp kind of off down. We saw a guy walking up this trail, so we're definitely going to be competing with some other hunters. We will see, we'll see how that goes, and hopefully we can find a good campsite. Pack's feeling heavy, so here we go. We just stopped and Dan refilled his water bladder, and I actually put some, what'd you call it, moleskin? It's like a band-aid because I was starting to get some heat spots on my heels, so figured get that taken care of before it gets too bad. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going and get to our camp hopefully here soon.
We made it. Yeah. We did it, man. Get this freaking pack off. Damn.
It will be nice just to have the sucker set up in case we get cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it should be. We have got it set up. Got the wood stove, got our sleeping bags with our mats down, and we are rocking and rolling. It's obviously dark as you can tell, but now it's time to make some food. Just getting ready to lay down for bed, and it's fired up the little wood stove. Pretty cool. Feels pretty nice in here. Alright, well we are getting ready to head out of camp. We're gonna go do some afternoon scouting and just stay out all day till probably this night. So we got our food, our lunch, our dinner, extra water, so we're gonna get up to a high point glass, and then we're gonna trek up a whole mountain and get up high so we can really see far, and probably hang out up there for the most of the day, I bet. So let's go see what we can find today. 2 years ago when we came here, we camped just right in those pile of trees over on that side. Well, we're getting close to our high point we wanted to get to glass from. As you can see, we can see long ways from here. This draw, this valley, is the one we wanted to get to on this trip. It's a good one. Well, we got to a glassing spot that we're gonna take our packs off and just glass all of this back here. Well, we're just gonna sit down. We got somewhat of a shady area, so get ready and do some glassing. Alright, well, we just spotted our first animal. It's pretty far out there from what we could see. I thought it was an elk, but then as we looked at it more, all of a sudden it kind of started looking more like a moose possibly. And so it actually just, I was gonna get my camera out and try to zoom in on it and see it, but it went behind some trees. So right now we're just gonna wait and see if it comes back out. But it's just going through that timber and right through some patchy parts of the timber where there's like grazing stuff for them, little meadows, and they're just eating and grazing through. So they're staying in that shade. It's just like that, you know, you can be glassing for an hour, not see nothing, then you pop up for 1 second, you just see something sticking out.
And you always have like a small window to see it because
Yeah.
it was only out there for like a minute.
Yeah. So that's why being consistent with glassing is really the best strategy when it comes to locating stuff. Is they're in there, you just gotta keep waiting to see them pop out. We're gonna go up to a new spot, a little higher up on this peak, so we can look on the other side of this valley and see if there's possibly anything a little further down. If there are, then I mean it's more work to get down there, but it'd just be good to know if there's anything down there, period. So we might come back to this same spot maybe this evening, or go up there, check that out for a couple hours, and then come back here and finish the day. We just got to our second glassing spot. We end up walking a little further than we were planning on, but we just wanted to get to a couple points where we could see a couple different ridges like we wanted to see in this one. Really thick timber. And as you can see, there's lots of stuff out there to glass. The bad problem is there's no shade, so we're just sitting right in the sun, but we're just gonna glass a little bit and see if we can find anything.
Oh! I think he went down right over there.
Did you see him flying?
With the arrow, yeah. I started kind of like laughing. He went down in here. Holy shit, he just went a long way. Yeah. He like was going off that ledge and just gliding like way down there.
Doing that so well? Yeah. Like how's he?
He's carrying the arrow with him.
I've never seen anything like that before.
No. Yeah, I couldn't believe it was flying off with the arrow in it.
Alright, well, we are at our third glassing spot right now. Nothing really exciting, but it's hot. Getting sunburnt out here. Arms all burnt up. We found some shade this spot, but the last spot we didn't have any shade, so.
Yeah.
We're feeling good though.
Yeah.
Have good strength. I could keep going all day.
Yeah, we've climbed a lot of elevation today.
I think all the elk are just in the timber, so we're kind of talking about doing some new game plans of walking through timbers, maybe start a morning glassing a spot and then go into timber through the middle of the day, just kind of working through it, because that's probably where they're all going to be bedded. It's just so warm. We're back at it, guys. It's day 2 of opening day. We're going to see if we can find them today in the timber. Oh, we just got up to another high point. Look how good that looks down in that valley. The only downfall is we just ran into a hunter camp on the way up to this high point. So I'm sure he's already been scouting this out on the last couple days. Looks good. Really good valley. So this is like the opposite side of what we were kind of looking at. Most of it was on that side yesterday. Now we're on the opposite side. And we're gonna hike this trail right below us and keep following and go all the way around to this high peak over there and just spend the whole day over here. That's a bunch of timber right down there. So hopefully there's some elk in it. We're We're gonna glass as much as we can, but it's just hot, so they're probably not gonna be out. Right now we're actually making a little bit of food. We skipped breakfast today, so we're gonna have some breakfast right now, kind of for our lunch or brunch, I guess you could say. Seen nothing yet, just hunters.
Yeah.
We're good at finding hunters and wolf crap, scat everywhere, so that's great. Two things that make for good elk hunting is hunters and wolves,
right.
so. Your lower back?
Kind of lower mid. She's like, that muscle's just super tight, so stretch it out.
Yeah. We're in some good country right now. Trying to find a good spot to set up and glass this ridge right here. Looks really good. Alright guys, well we were up doing our last little bit of glassing for this evening, and we actually just kind of last minute decided to come to this spot. We just got back to our camp about 20 minutes ago, and we've been glassing and hiking mountains all day today, so we're pretty burnt out. We're like, let's go try one more spot. Gotta find a bull. We haven't seen nothing yet, and luckily, literally within 10 minutes of the sun going down, we just glimpsed an elk over there in these trees, and it's quite a ways over there, but by the time we spotted him, he went back into the tree, so we're waiting for him to see if he pops back out, and we'll try to get him on camera if we can. But we were just so stoked right now. We finally found some elk after all that work today. That's good. That's good, because we were at this point we're thinking, where the heck are we gonna go tomorrow? That changes a lot, so that's really dang good.
Yeah, it's a good morale boost there.
Absolutely. So we're gonna keep glassing. If we get the chance, I'll get him on camera too.
Yes, dude, we frickin' found the elk. Dude, frickin' 3 elk just like that. Damn, that one's back out over there. Or is another one coming out? Where that first one was. Yeah.
So we ended up seeing a total, I think, about 5 elk or so. They're pretty far out there, so we couldn't really see if they were bulls or not, but a couple of the bodies look really big, so I'm pretty sure there's probably at least a bull or two, and then who knows, there are probably many more that's just in that timber we couldn't see. We're going to try to be back at the same spot first thing in the morning, glass them up, see if we can locate them, and if we can, then we're going to just put a stalk on them and go down this valley and going after them. That's exciting. We actually have a game plan, and we're going to go hunting instead of scouting.
Right.
So stay tuned, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Well, good morning, guys. It's day 3. We're getting ready to head up to our glassing spot to where we saw those elk last night. We're going to get up there, hopefully locate them, and kind of see what they're doing, if they're going to bed down in those trees again. And if they are, that's where we're going to go after them. So let's go see if we can find them again. The sun's just popping up, and we've spotted our first elk in the same bush that he was in yesterday, so that's good. That one is still in there. Alright guys, so we're sitting here, been glassing for about 45 minutes. The area where we saw the elk, you can't see it anymore. As you can tell, it's all
fogged over with smoke. Right now we were sitting here and all of a sudden we just heard our freaking first bugle of the trip. So we are freaking stoked. I mean, maybe they're getting ready to start rutting.
We just finished up glassing for the morning. We can't really see over there anyway from here right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and start heading down the hill and head towards them, see if we can get in there and get to where they're at.
We've heard 2 bugles, so.
We've made it down quite a ways. We're gonna start getting into these thick trees right here. So as you can see, we got the war paint on.
It's go time.
Yeah.
Into their turf, so time to get ready.
That's right.
Did you see it at all?
It was elk. I didn't see its head. I saw its big ass going that way.
It sounded like it was heavy. You did as soon as I did the cow call.
Yeah. God, just barely got in here and just spooked up elk. We were that close already.
They're all seeing in these trees. The ones that we're seeing over there. They're not the only ones here.
Yeah.
Our wind was in our favor. They shouldn't have winded us. It's just the sound, I think, scared it.
Yeah.
It's a little excitement already.
I know. I'm kind of shaking right now.
I am too.
Got some adrenaline, man. When I saw it, I was like, holy cow, it's an elk.
Just keep going on the side hill on this hill.
Yeah.
Soon we're about to where we can peek across the water above the other ridge and see where those other ones were.
Yeah.
Guys, let's keep going. I keep thinking that the trek out of here is gonna be insane.
Yeah.
But I think if we get to the water, we can walk up that a little bit easier.
Yeah. That's probably the best spot.
Nice job.
That worked out good.
You can feel our bladder right there. That was fast.
Right. Perfect little spot to fill up the camelback. Just spooked up some deer. They were only like 30 yards away when they jumped up. Alright, well, we just sat here for probably like 20-30 minutes. Tried to do some cow calls. We know this is the area where we saw them just right up on this hillside, so we're gonna start hiking up through this, see if we can run into them. Alright, so we're just walking through here. You can tell they've been in here.
Yeah, you can tell this is where they're hanging out, staying out of that sun in the midday. Fresh food, there's a wallow right there, so they're getting in the water. They don't have to go all the way down, they could drink that right there. You can smell them, you can literally smell them in here.
It's like a little spring that's coming out of the ground right here. All kinds of activity around it. We might end up getting smoked out of here. There's a fire a couple ridges over, and it's starting to get pretty smoky over here. Something we're definitely gonna have to keep an eye on.
Right, and I wonder how the elk respond to that, you know?
Yeah.
There's a good chance that they're gonna start moving once they recognize it getting closer too. That wind is blowing right towards us, which is where it's coming. It feels like it's, you know, the fire's coming towards us now.
Yeah. Look at this. Kinds of activity right here.
Good old ball. All the branches on the inside are broken, and then just playing around here and knocking them hitting.
Yeah, lots of sign, lots of activity through
This
here.
is an elk paradise. Branches are breaking.
I didn't know.
is my thing, my motherfucker.
Right.
Let's go see if we can see my arrow. Just leave him be, we don't want to push him.
Yeah. Probably go back, get your pack and stuff. And then we can...
Let's see if we can find the blood trail too. I should have smoked him, it was so perfect. He was like 20 yards broadside. He was kind of like he was going to go in the brush, and I made a cow call. He instantly just stopped and looked.
Yeah.
And I was just like right on, and I put my 20 pin just right on, but it just shot a little to the left.
Yeah.
So it looked like it hit him like, because he was broadside facing that way. So it hit him right kind of in the neck rather than the vitals, but it looked like a freaking lethal shot, honestly, because it hit him right in the freaking throat. God, dude, I hope he's dead. I hope he dies up there. Gosh, I hope. Oh, I can't believe we did it, dude. Oh. Yeah, right there, dude. It is bloody. It is freaking bloody, man. Oh, yeah. Incredible.
Hell yeah, that was freaking awesome.
Freaking incredible, man. But like just like that, you know, grinded our butts off today to get way down there, thinking they're down there, they're down there. And you know, we get down there, couldn't find nothing, worked our butt off, and literally on our way back up, we're like dreading this hike. We're like, you know, just keep a good mindset, keep positive, keep thinking something could happen. And all of a sudden, a few hundred yards back, I heard a branch crackle, and I did a cow call, and we slowed down real quickly and just kind of kept moseying through. And sure enough, I saw his ass sticking out, and then we all stopped and we just sat there for about 5 minutes, just waiting it out. And I dumped my backpack, and then I started stalking and got low and just got around these bushes. And here on that bend, right that corner right there, and he was just right here. And it's like a 20-yard shot.
Yeah.
I hope I did a good enough job. Guess we'll go back to get my pack, and then we might want to give him like an hour. You know, it's a good time. All right, guys, well, we are back at it this morning. We're going into that same valley where we shot that bull yesterday. As you can tell, we're already breathing a little bit. We're gonna get in there and go see if we can go find him. We know exactly where the blood trail was. We marked it. It's just a matter of following it. Hopefully the blood trail's still good. It could be a really busy, fun day.
Yeah, lots of work.
Lots of work, but we're gonna...
Hopefully it turns out that way.
So where we gotta get to is that very end of that valley, right down there on that rim, on the other side of that hill. Right on that little peak right over there, and then on the other side's where that bull went. He bedded down right there, then went on the other side. And well, we are back where we left him yesterday, the last blood trail. I don't know if you can see it in the video, it's kind of dark, but big old pile right there where he kind of laid down or something. And he went this way on this little game trail. So we're gonna try to follow the blood and the trail, and hopefully he's not too far down there. Pretty beat right now though.
Yeah.
Working our butt off to get up here. Hopefully he went this way and went down more towards the valley. All right, well, we've been following him for about 30 minutes, following the blood trail, maybe 30, 45 minutes. Pretty consistent trail. A couple spots where it was kind of hard to follow, but once we got back on track, now we're on a good trail right now. He's bleeding consistent. But we're just hoping we'll find him here in a little bit, and he will have laid down and bled out through the night, because the some spots is really spotty, not bleeding a whole lot, but some spots are pretty decent, so it looks like it's still flowing pretty well. And he's kind of on a backside of this ridge, so he's actually kind of going uphill, which might do us a favor. If he gets up higher on this point, we might be a fairly easier pack out, because we just go up and over. I mean, it'll be tough the first few hundred feet, but it won't be too bad, I think. So just crossing our fingers, we'll find him. Well, we've been following this blood trail for about an hour and a half now, and it's a pretty decent blood trail. We could follow it pretty consistent, but we finally just got to the bottom of this valley of this one mountain that he was on. You can see his blood on that stick. He crossed the freaking river. You can see some blood down here too on that rock and stick. So he still freaking crossed over and went further. So we're gonna keep going and see if we can find his ass. Hopefully he's not too far and bedded down somewhere over here. It was getting pretty late last night, so I imagine by the time he got on this side, got a little further in, it was getting dark. So I imagine he had to bed down. So hopefully that's the case. So I've noticed, you can find this pattern. When he has this track and this track, the blood a lot of times on the left front of this track. So when you see these tracks, always look right in this area.
That's probably his front foot, and then that's
Yeah.
where the arrow went in, was on that side.
Yeah, so I think like he takes that step and it's dripping right there. So
Yeah, looks like I can see the tracks go up, and there's blood on this.
Some of these rocks too.
Yeah, there's blood right here on the ground.
Wasn't there blood down here and there's blood up there?
Yeah, it kind of seems like he's
Zigzagging?
moving up.
Do you see any tracks right there?
No, but lots of blood
More blood.
right here too. Yeah,
Holy shit, there's a lot of blood right there.
yeah, lots of blood right there on the ground.
Damn, man, these fucking bleed. Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
The fact that he's still bleeding like that. Well, this morning we started right there in that valley. We hiked all the way down to that valley. Walked all the way down that rim. Very bottom. And we looked for that bull at the very bottom down there. Came back up, following the blood trail all the way on this side of the mountain. And they came all the way down here, came across, and they came on this side of the mountain, and then we came all the way around, and we just ended up losing the blood trail. We ended up following that blood trail for probably like 5 miles or so, and it was fairly good for a long period of time, but then it got to the point where it was like you could barely see a couple speckles, and then we come to a spots where he would like lay down and there'd be a good little bit of blood. But then every time after that, the blood drops got lesser and lesser, and so it got harder and harder to find. Eventually we just couldn't find it anymore, so we had to do the thing that we'd want to do the least, was having to quit. And so it really sucks, really bummed about it. It's one of those things that's pretty much a nightmare, you know. You freaking shoot something, get an opportunity like we did yesterday, and to get a good shot like that, and just couldn't make a good shot on him, wasn't good enough. And then have to do all that work hoping to find him and not find him, which is, yeah, it freaking sucks. Demoralizing for sure.
Yeah.
And now we're up here, way the heck up here, have to get all the way back over there in like 2 or 3 hours before it gets dark, so that's gonna be fun. Just one of those things. I guess that's just how it works.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
Sucks, but it is what it is. Oh, we are so happy to be back here. We kicked our butt today. We need this water to soak our feet in, restock up on water, then get back to camp. It's pretty